The dark secrets of owning a luxury car. What they don't want you to know. Are you thinking of purchasing a high-end automobile? Even if you aren't one of them, there's still a great deal you can find out about them. Researching these automobiles is guaranteed to enlighten you with knowledge that you were previously unaware of because this topic is so fascinating. There are a lot of dirty little secrets that can assist sway your opinion. Luxury vehicles are the most cutting-edge models now available to consumers and come equipped with a wide variety of specialized features. If you are interested in learning more about luxury vehicles, you may begin by familiarizing yourself with these secrets. Number 6. Automotive specialists conduct indoor tests on the Tesla Model S. It is common practice for experts to test drive luxury vehicles outside, where the absence of enclosed spaces prevents the accumulation of exhaust fumes. They test the boundaries of the vehicles to ensure that they operate as effectively as was designed for them. On the other hand, the Tesla Model S is capable of running securely on an indoor track. Because the engine in the Tesla Model S does not produce any pollution, it may be driven on an indoor track without any concerns. This characteristic immediately highlights the distinction between Tesla and other makes and models of luxury automobiles. This is the ideal option for you if you're looking for a car that won't hurt the natural world. Tesla is one of the few automakers that is capable of producing vehicles with zero emissions from its factories. Being able to put the vehicles through their paces inside is a very remarkable opportunity. In addition, specialists have greater control over their environment, which enables them to conduct more comprehensive tests when testing inside. Luxury vehicles manufactured by Tesla are among the most efficient in their use of alternative fuels. Charge time for a fully depleted battery in a Tesla Model S long range only takes about $15.29. The charging efficiency is 85%, and you can anticipate paying about $3.70 to travel 100 miles with the vehicle. How does that stack up against the gasoline-powered vehicles you've driven in the past? Number 5. It is much easier than you might think to rent a luxury car. Did you know that renting luxury cars is a simple process? When people think about hiring a car for the day, sports cars typically aren't the first thing that comes to mind. You should, however, make the most of this opportunity to test out the most recent models. Luxury automobiles can be rented for as long as their services are required at a cost that is far lower than that of purchasing one. This is something that a lot of people do for important events like job interviews and weddings. If you want to make a good impression, driving up in a high-end automobile is a surefire way to get people's attention. If you are thinking about purchasing a luxury vehicle, renting one first is a smart move to make. The fact that they can rent instead of buying is something that a lot of people are unaware of. You will be able to test the vehicle and assess if it is the greatest alternative for you to pursue as a result of doing so. You can even rent a variety of luxury cars over time to locate the one that best suits your needs. To summarize, many people who rent cars do not give much thought to renting expensive vehicles. When you rent a car in the future, you might want to think about upgrading to a luxury model instead. The experience will leave a lasting impression on you. Number 4. Rolls-Royce produces vehicles that will last forever. Nowadays, it appears that modern automobiles are not built to last. They are prone to mechanical failure and require a great deal of maintenance to continue traveling. On the other hand, this was never an issue with Rolls-Royce automobiles. On the roads of today, these classic luxury automobiles are still occasionally spotted. Rolls-Royce automobiles are known to have a lifespan of several decades. You may put as many miles on one of these older automobiles as you like without significantly reducing the amount of time as left in its expected lifespan. Even though they keep it in their garages, many vintage Rolls-Royce owners continue to take their cars out on the open road on several occasions each year. Although not nearly as long-lasting as its vintage models, modern Rolls-Royce automobiles nonetheless have a relatively high average lifespan. Because vintage automobile restorers can still get their hands on the parts for older models, it is conceivable for ancient Rolls-Royce to be driven legally and safely on the road today. Number 3. The engine in the BMW M5 is the most subdued of any luxury vehicle. Of all the luxury vehicles on the market, the BMW M5 boasts the engine that is the least noisy. Because of the meticulous craftsmanship that went into the design of the engine, the interior of the car is completely silent. People tended to forget that the engine was running because it was so quiet, which was an issue. The speakers located within the vehicle emit simulated engine noises so that the driver is constantly reminded that the vehicle is operational. Even if you're not hearing the engine itself, the sounds make it far more difficult to ignore that it's running. The fact that the manufacturer felt the need to include this option is indicative of how quiet the engine is. This function is not included in any of the more recent models since a large number of motorists find it annoying. You can customize the generated engine sounds on models starting with the 2020 iteration and moving forward. Automatic settings, balanced sound, athletic sound, and reduced sound are some of the options available here. Nevertheless, this demonstrates that BMW worked very hard to make their luxury vehicles' engines as silent as they possibly could. Number 2. The Dubai Police Department uses high-end sports cars. Did you know that the police force in Dubai goes around in fancy supercars? They need their very own high-performance vehicles if they want to keep up with the race car drivers. Because there are so many wealthy individuals living in the region, it is not uncommon to see sports cars driving around. The law enforcement officers in Dubai drive a variety of high-end vehicles, including Ferraris, Bentleys, and Lamborghinis. Because the police select their vehicles with the express intention of keeping up with those who drive sports cars, they are required to move at the same rate. The premium models that people in Dubai were driving made it impossible for regular police cars to keep up with them. When police cars were in the area, drivers would speed past them without any fear of being caught. However, the police are now able to catch and ticket speeders because of the fancy cars they use. The police cars have several unique features, and in addition to that, they are some of the fastest police cars that can be found anywhere in the globe. Number 1. In the past, Cadillac considered developing a city car to compete with the Mini. Cadillac is most well known for producing enormous and luxurious automobiles, but in 2010, the company decided to investigate a different route. The Cadillac urban luxury concept was around the same size as a Mini and was designed to capitalize on the growing demand in Europe for luxury compact cars. On the other hand, the inside was a bit as sumptuous as the one seen in the brand's full-size vehicles. The vehicle's power came from a PSA engine with 3 cylinders and a capacity of 1.0 liters that had been borrowed from the automaker. PSA was formerly the parent company of the popular Peugeot and Citroën brands. As a result of the interior appearing to be fitted to a near-production quality, which is somewhat unusual for a concept vehicle, speculations began to circulate that the little Cadillac would be going into production. However, Caddy's poor sales figures in Europe meant that it would not have been financially viable to produce a car expressly for the region, and as a result, the urban luxury concept never went past the stage of design research. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.